If it's supposed to be the Final Fantasy, then how come there are so many games in the series? We've all probably heard it before, and it does indeed bring up a valid point. But there's a perfectly good explanation. The year is 1987, and the creator of the Final Fantasy series is about to quit the video game industry altogether. Why? Because the company he worked for, Square, is about to go bankrupt. So in a final attempt to create a successful game, he creates Final Fantasy. Grand Theft Auto GTA only exists because of a glitch in another game. In 1995, Rockstar was working on a game titled Race and Chase. The game was very similar to what would later become GTA, however, the game focused only on car chases as well as playing as the police trying to catch criminals. But a bug in the game caused AI police cars to try and run you off the road rather than actually catch and bust you. This was popular enough with testers that the model of the game was reworked to better suit this dynamic, and so GTA was born. While working on Deus Ex and adding a New York skyline into the game, designers had to cut out several parts of the backdrop, including the Twin Towers, because of memory limitations. Gamers noticed this, and when they complained, the developers of Deus Ex explained that the towers had been destroyed by terrorist attacks in the game. The game was released over a year before the actual 9/11 terrorist attacks. The Xbox was originally named DirectXbox, as it was initially designed to show how Microsoft's DirectX graphics technology could benefit the console market. The Bioshock series is well known for its enemies such as the Big Daddies and Little Sisters. However, before coming up with the idea for Little Sisters, the creators had a few other ideas in mind. At first, the Little Sisters, or Gatherers as they were called at the time, was designed based on a sea slug and looked like this. But nobody seemed to empathize with the character that much. Big surprise, so the artists were given the task of creating a character that players could more easily feel pity for. One artist sketched up this design of a dog in a wheelchair, and another was that of a toad with a funnel attached to its anus. Yeah, try to empathize with that. In New Zealand, it's considered a criminal offense to own the game Manhunt. The game was described by a court that it portrays killing humans as fun, and the more violent, the more fun the killing is. Even though 12-year-old screaming little boys seem to be the minority of gamers, it's surprisingly far from the truth. About 32% are below 18 years old. That means that 68% of all gamers are 18 years or older, and the average age of a gamer is actually 30 years old. But the most staggering fact about all this is that roughly 45% of all gamers are female.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
The best-selling video game console of all time is the PlayStation 2, with over 155 million units sold worldwide. The best-selling handheld device is the Nintendo DS, with over 153 million units sold worldwide. The worst-selling console of all time is the Apple Pippin, which sold about 43,000 units during its 2-year period on the market. Not too surprisingly, considering it was made by Apple. No, I'm just kidding. Not really, but the failure had to do with its price. It had a price tag of $599, and the competing consoles were much cheaper as well as better in performance and features. Mega Man was originally called Rockman, but for its release in America they changed it to Mega Man because Nintendo of America thought people might mistake his name for Cocaine Man. At roughly $270 million, Grand Theft Auto 5 currently has the largest budget of any game in history. It was actually so expensive to make that only one movie so far has had a bigger budget, Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at $300 million.
It's okay if you don't wanna sing along, but if you do, I promise you, you will feel like you belong. Don't get me wrong.